Happy Friday, Hacksters! Today we are unboxing a very exciting piece of technology. Let me just double check my audio so that we have the best. No! Audio. Okay, sorry about that. This is a package from Lumia, who are the creators of some really exciting smart soft circuits technology. I'm gonna open this up with a special knife here. And they've agreed to send me some parts for my latest companion bot. So these are designed to embed things like sensors, buttons, other kinds of interfaces, heaters, and other things into soft applications, including but not limited to wearables, but also like robots and automotive applications, for example, inside of car seats and car interfaces and things like that. Ooh! Okay, here is our open box. We're gonna take out the styrofoam. This is so lightweight. It weighs almost nothing. It feels like an empty box. And yet, ooh, we got some cool stickers here. Creative technologist. I make hardcore soft circuits. I'll show you this close up in a second. Ooh, and some cool labels as well for boxes in this box. Wow. Oh, that's brilliant. Like many people, I repurpose things like SparkFun boxes and whatever for different projects to store stuff in. And I love that they've sort of run with that because this is a nice box and given you labels to put on it. That's awesome. Okay, so let's actually switch to the other cam so we can see what's going on here. One moment. There we go. No, it is. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so throwing some more light on the situation. This is a serpentine bus. So this is a wavy connector that you can use to connect together different pieces of the circuits. And they are really actually soft. Feels like a soft sort of almost a silicone or slightly textured vinyl. It's very flexible and slightly rubbery on the surface. Almost like, when you get really nice electronics and they have a sort of very soft rubbery surface, it's kind of like that. And they have this special kind of connector on the end here that we'll talk about in a second. But basically, you can through-hole solder to it or surface mount solder to it, and you can also cut it apart if you need to. So this is a serpentine bus. It's designed for connecting stuff together. And thank you so much to Lumia for sending these to me. I saw what they've been up to, and I thought that it would be perfect for my bot, specifically because I'm trying to build something, a bot with heating built into it, so it'll be like a pet. And these are little pressure sensors. So I've designed these flexible paws, and I want the pressure sensor to be located on the paw so that then it'll be able to sense touch. And there's one for each front paw. There's a small pressure matrix. This is actually smaller than I thought. This is for sensing touch and pressure. It could be used in a small system for doing an input of some type, but then also you could use it, in a larger one for just sensing if there's weight on something, maybe. Like, for example, for sensing, if you didn't want to use an accelerometer, you could use it to feel when something is touching the ground and there's weight of gravity on it. Or, like I'm hoping to do, sort of stroking the back of the robot. This is a fairly large one, and so it can go on the back of the robot underneath the fur skin and feel when I stroke it, and then it'll be able to purr. This is the part that I'm especially excited about. Look at this. Look how beautiful and elegant and simple it is, and how flexible. This is actually like a thick fabric. And that's even with this backing on it. There's also it's got an adhesive backing on it, and it's stiffer because of all this sort of wax paper backing. So without that, you can just imagine how flexible and soft and fabric-like it would be. So this is a heating element, and they have a couple different sizes of this, if I recall. This is a 6-inch one, and it's going to go on the belly of the robot so that it will be able to keep me warm and really feel like a living creature. So these are... Oh, and there's one more thing in here. Whoops. They packaged it all so nicely and gently that it's kind of almost hidden in there. These are a couple of longer buses that are just straight and long. And if you're wondering how these things all go together, they have a wonderful Instagram that we'll look at in a second that shows a bunch of different applications for this kind of stuff. So here are the buses. You've got long ones and the stretchy serpentine one. So this is designed to kind of like be able to flex and move. There are also shorter C-shaped buses that are almost like a parenthesis that you can use to go around elbows and joints and things. If you're making a garment, for example, this is the heater. And they've all got this very similar uh, bus, or not bus, connector situation that you can use to connect them together, either through hole soldering or surface mount soldering. And then we've got these pressure matrices, large and small. So this one might go on the front of the robot, and then this one would go on the top. And then these two small little pressure sensors, which are going to go on the paws, which I might have to reshape. It's my first time opening one of these, so it might be able to curve around, in which case this is kind of perfect already, honestly. Yeah. Or I might make it a little bit larger just to make sure that that sensor stays on perfectly. And for context, here is the robot. It's still very much in a larval form, but it has, you know, a fur skin that I'm going to tuck this pressure sensor under, and the heating pad is going to go on the bottom like so. And I'll have a robot friend to keep me warm. Let's go look at the website and some more information. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's go get a closer look at these stickers, because these are just great. Creative technologist, I heart e-textiles. Digifab anyone? Anytime is prototyping time. Design magic tech. Ah, it's really magical, isn't it? I agree. It is magic tech. And some other really cool labeling stickers. Okay, so let's take a look at the website. We've got the Lumia site. We make circuits for soft goods. Try a sample today. If you click on that button, pardon me, I've got a little bit of a runny nose. If you click that button, then you get to this page where you can check out different ways to get samples. There's this multifunction demonstrator that they show on the front page, which is just a really floppy, nice piece of fabric with a bunch of stuff integrated into it, including some little lights. And then you can find the quick start pack on Adafruit as a single dev kit for $189. And that comes with alligator clips, your serpentine bus, a little button. I didn't get a button because I didn't think I'd use it in my robot. But yeah, they have that as well. And a little quick start guide that stands up on its own. And they have extra guides that are kind of important for this, like how to sew it. So for example, you don't necessarily you want to be careful with where you sew on it, because you don't want to sew through the electronics necessarily. So they give you guides, for example, using a Teflon foot on your sewing machine so that it doesn't grab onto the device, and little instructions for connecting it and stuff. Very cool. Also, there's a link to Spark Fun, which will take you to this page where they've got this whole category. You've got a double backlit user interface, which is two of those backlit buttons, which looks like a little raccoon robot face already, doesn't it? I'm kind of wishing that I actually grabbed one of those, because I was trying to make a raccoon bot in the first place, and that totally looks like a little raccoon face. But here's that C-curve bus I was telling you about as well, and the S-curve bus, both of which can be used to add some flex and curve to one of your designs. So as I mentioned, on their Instagram, they have a ton of cool applications shown on here. For example, look at this idea for how to use some of the buses to go around your body on a t-shirt, and these other things. Oh, what is this? Early design of our Lumia electronic layer. So that you'll see LEL on some of their pages here. 3 years of research went into developing the LEL technology, resourcing Stanford's SNSF lab for analysis and characterization. These people are incredibly good at what they do. And I'm also hoping to interview Maddie Maxey, the founder, later on in the year. But for now, I'm so grateful to them for sending me these. And you can see, for example, this experiment with veneer as well, like wood veneer. Very cool. It's a plant-based ECOA composite, I guess like koa wood, but eCoa because it's electronic, and integrated Lumia technology, clean and flawless user interfaces. So they're talking about using this for automotive and aerospace interiors and commercial furnishings, really sort of luxury applications. And of course, you can also design whatever else you want with this. And they've got so many ideas here. Like, what is this even? Color changing wall art activated by the 5-volt to 7.2-volt heater component. This is the one that I'm using in the robot for the heating, and it's 5 to 7.2 volts, which is very friendly for hobbyist electronics as well as more intense prototyping. And of course, they also have a Twitter page that you can check out that has lots of other cool stuff. Ooh, and they have a French version of the website as well. Or the information at least. Check out this. It's just incredible. So I'm very excited to get cracking with this. Let's go back to the video. Yeah. So Lumia, let's have a look at our questions. Make some cool costuming ideas possible. Absolutely, yeah. And there's so much that you can find on their Instagram, like I mentioned, with applications for how you can integrate this into physical designs. Like if you have a t-shirt that you want to mod to have little glowy buttons on the front. Oh my gosh, now I want to make like a raccoon. Sorry, someone in the house is sick. But yeah, I imagine making a t-shirt with that little raccoon face on it, like a little raccoon Halloween costume. Okay. Pressure sensitive shirt that lights up or provides haptic feedback when hugged. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna do something similar with this robot that's gonna be responding to pressure and hugs and things. But you can also do it for people. You can have people respond to buttons and stuff. You could be a human interface. That'd be so interesting. Anyway, thank you so much to Lumia for sending these along. Oh, so many possibilities, and I can't wait to get started prototyping with these. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Just being in conversation with people and like ogling the devices online, and now they're in my hands, and they're even better than I imagined. Once the backing comes off, these are going to be so soft and flexible that it seems like almost a waste to put it on a rigid robot, but that's the thing that I'm excited about it, so I'm going to do it. All right, send us your ideas for what you would build with this stuff in the comments, and go check it out on Adafruit, SparkFun, and at Lumia. Is it lumia.com? Yes. All right. That's it from me. Have a happy Friday and the rest of your weekend. And as always, hack on.